What's going on, y'all? I'm back once again. It's Malcolm Miller. I'm here with a review for The Chi. Now, this is episode 2. Now, this episode was critical on so many levels for me. It was a lot of stuff that I really want to talk about from the episode. So, in the beginning of the episode, Emmett, that's the character played by Jacob Lattimore. He's with his girl. He's dancing at a party, vibing with his girl. He peeks over at another girl. A confrontation ensues. He goes to the room. They talk about it. He tries to apologize for the situation, and she sees that his son, he just found out that this kid is his son, Emmett Jr., is in the crib. Now, I'm looking like, Emmett, hold on, dog. You trying to have a party and a function while your son is there? Like, come on, bro. You got to make better decisions than that as a father. You can't be out here being trifling like that. You got to get your stuff together. I liked how this episode tackled Emmett's struggles with single parenthood, because the young lady that's the mother of the child, she just dropped him off at Emmett's doorstep to his mom, and she's nowhere to be found. He don't know where she is, can't call her, can't do nothing. He has to go to work. He asks his mom, can you watch him for me? She said, this ain't no babysitter. And she's trying to teach him tough love. Like, listen, this is your third child. If I keep allowing you to just dump your kids off on me anytime you want to, without any type of repercussions or any responsibilities, you're going to just keep irresponsibly reproducing, making kids, because you always feel like mama's going to bail you out anytime you need it. So now he's experiencing the adulthood, or really being a man, being a father. He goes to to work. He can't find a babysitter. His boss say, listen, you can't leave your child here. This is not no daycare. This ain't no babysitter. A man by the name of Quinn gives him $100. Now we see his boss is looking like, no, don't take that money. Don't take that money. The guy said, listen, I respect the young dude trying to take care of his responsibilities, trying to be a man about his situation. Listen, as long as you don't mess over this money, you pay for a babysitter, go ahead, you can do this. Take him to this woman. The boss like, you shouldn't have gave that man that money. He goes to the babysitter. The babysitter is full. He goes to the park, and at this point, he has a breakdown, like an emotional breakdown. And I like how they talk about single parenthood from a father's side of view, because it's not the norm. It goes against the norm that you always see single mothers. But that depiction of single mothers is what is most true in our environments. We mostly grow up with single mothers, but I like how they showed a different aspect of it. And shout out to Lena Waithe for her writing abilities. Side note, I found out Lena Waithe went to my elementary school, Turner Drew Language Academy. Shout out to the Turner Drew Language Academy Jaguars, man. Shout out to the TDLA Jaguars. Shout out, man. But anyway, in the scene he nearly has a nervous breakdown. And he's like, what am I doing, man? This is my kid. I'm never going to leave my kid. Because in an instance, he was thinking about actually leaving and just going about his day and going about his business like the mama did. But he can't do that. Also, let's talk about Brandon's struggle for revenge. Now, Brandon, he's the brother of Coogie. He's lost his brother recently, and he's going through it. He knows who's killed his brother. He thinks he knows, because Kevin, the boy who witnessed it, he's the one that told him about the murder or whatever. He's like, look, I saw what went down. This is the guy. Ronnie's the one who did it. Now he looking like, man, I'm moving up the food chain, and what is this, a food line, a cooking line? He's a chef. I'm moving up the food chain with this. I can't risk this, but at the same time, how can I let my brother's killer just knowingly walk around the city like everything is all good? Like, everything is going through his mind and is playing back in his conscience. His mother has blamed him for his brother Coogie's death, which I think is terrible on her part. But he like, man, it's haunting him. How can you get over your son's death? Even his mother is grieving terribly, as she should. Now, me personally, I can relate to this because my brother was killed. You know what I mean? He was 19 years old. I was 11. I watched my parents go through that whole just trying to get back to normal. It was horrible. And then you're never going to forget that person. So it's just a horrible thing that they have to go through as a whole. You know what I mean? But you see the struggles that he's going through. And the head chef's lady is giving him some play. She feeling Brandon. Brandon, you got a girl. We gonna see what you're gonna do, but you got a girl, man. Stay on the straight and narrow. It's no good for you, man, for real. Keep on the straight and narrow. Now, Detective Cruz versus Detective Wallace. This is the thing that I really want to talk about. Because Detective Cruz, He's really trying to get to the bottom of Coogie's murder. He wants to find out what happened to Coogie Johnson. He knows Coogie's a great kid. It shouldn't have happened to him. Detective Wallace, on the other hand, he has racist views. He has stereotypical views of black men. He think black on black crime. This is another, he said these is two a-holes that really went and killed each other. He thinks every crime that's black on black is gang related. So he thinking, listen, in verbatim, I believe he said something like, they kill each other, they do our job for us, in so many terms. And it sums up how a lot of police feel about, crime that happens in the inner cities. And the inner cities are occupied by black and brown people. You know what I mean? So this is how a lot of them feel. They feel like all of the murders that happen, look, we chalk it up as, hey, two gang members killed each other. They got themselves off the street. We don't have to do nothing. Wipe our hands clean. Our job is done. But Detective Cruz is like, listen, no, it's more than that. It's not no two gang members. That boy is not a gang member. I know that kid. He's much more than that. And when he took Coogie in for questioning in the first episode, Coogie made fun of him and saying, man, you need to get you some Timbs. Shout out to the Chicago culture for them talking about the Timbs. And the Detective Cruz went to go buy the Timbs and told Brandon. But Brandon looking like, man, really? This is what we here for real? Now, let's talk about Ronnie, right? Ronnie is shook up now because now he's found himself back into the home with his old girl, Jason's mother. He's found himself back in good graces with her. And in her warm embrace and affection, they have sex with each other. He's at the house now. She's telling him, listen, I want, bring back some steak. Some lobster, all crab legs and champagne and wine. But she know he don't got no job. So I'm looking like these unrealistic expectations for this dude that people think is otherwise a bum. He don't got no job. How you gonna bring this to the crib? But anyway, he goes about and goes and sell the gun that was used in the killing of Coogie to get that off his hands and to also put money in his pocket to get the stuff that he wants for the girl. In the process of him doing that, Detective Cruz meets him and says, listen, I know you think you know what happened, but Coogie Johnson did not kill your son. And it's quite ironic that after I tell you we got a kid in for questioning for your son's murder, that he comes up dead the next day. Now, instantly, Ronnie is shook. You can see it in his face, his reaction, his response. So Detective Cruz ain't stupid. He know, listen, you had something to do with it. I don't know if you pulled the trigger or not, but you had something to do with it because it's ironic that after I told you, he ends up dead. He drops after Detective Cruz leaves and he finds out that, listen, that boy did not kill your son. He feels terrible, as he should, drops the groceries, forgets everything about him meeting up with Jason's mom and walks off because he's in a state of turmoil. He don't know what to do now. He probably killed the innocent man. And also, he sees Ronnie's friends talk about it and they say, man, they basically allude to the fact that they know he did it. He takes offense and he's so guarded about it that he thinks Kevin is telling everybody. Kevin, a little black boy, the little dark-skinned boy, that saw him do it. He think Kevin might be telling people. He's running around. He actually saw Kevin and tried to run and meet up with him. But Kevin is so small and elusive, he can't get with him. And he leaves him in the dust. Kevin ain't told on nobody. He told Jason, Brandon, Coogie's brother, but he ain't telling the hood. It's just that your guilty conscience is coming into play. So I like all the different aspects of how Lena Waithe and Common are doing with this show, how they bringing different things into it. Great show. I'm going to give y'all another update on episode